Hey guys, I am DC, your host of Barside Jive Live. Today is March 7th, and we're so glad you chose to hang out with us this evening for my Thursday night show here at the Vokal Media Studios in beautiful Dallas, Texas. The show happens at 7:30 every Thursday evening. So, thanks to Outlaw Cider. Thanks to Outlaw Cider for sponsoring our show. These guys are located in historic downtown Grapevine, Texas. They're just the best dudes ever. The ciders they have, the 6 actual ciders that they have are amazing. The place is cool as shit, and just a good place to go chill out, drink cider, free popcorn, pet-friendly patio. It's a cool place, so check it out in downtown Grapevine, Texas. We'll be there tomorrow for my Friday show I do there every freaking Friday at 4:30. So we also want to thank the Zoo for sponsoring this show. The Zoo is back on VokalNow.com. So check it out. Same classic rock, deep cuts from the day. They are back, and a lot of the same DJs. So check out the Zoo as well, and we appreciate the Zoo sponsoring the show. If you guys are musicians who want to be featured on this show, all you got to do is contact me. Also, if you want to advertise or sponsor a show, drop me a line. It's the same email address for everything, dc@barsidejive.com, dc@barsidejive.com. We got a full show for you guys, so we're going to get started. Now, everybody's here except for our South Dallas foodie. Stephanie, you know, she stumped her toe or something. I can't remember exactly what happened, but she's not going to be she's not going to be here tonight. So, you know, let's think about, you know, thoughts and prayers for Stephanie's toe. Hopefully it gets better. So, and we'll maybe see her next week. I'm sure she's watching right now. But hey, I've got a quiz for you guys. Got John McDonough in the house. I've got Bob. We got Billy. And even Adonis is here tonight. So Adonis, your toe okay? No toe hurt? Okay. Adonis is adorning his amazing plaid jacket tonight that we'll show you before the show's over. Did you need to plug that thing in? Does it light up when you plug it in? But no tie. Adonis didn't wear a tie tonight, which I'm really disappointed because I love his ties. But I've got a little quiz for you guys. I've got a little it ain't happening, Jay. My picture's not showing. Anyway, we've got a little Beatles quiz for you guys. So here we go. This is for Bob or for John. Who was John Lennon's female companion during his separation from Yoko Ono in 1973? Your choices are A, Jan Lemming, B, June Yang, or C, May Pang.
I thought it was Pee Wee Herman.
No, Bob.
I have to be honest. I have no idea.
Okay. All right. I'm okay. May Pang. May Pang.
Oh, I was going to say that.
Yeah, I'm sure you were. Was John Lennon's female companion during his separation from Yoko Ono? Oh, no.
So he had a thing for the Asian women, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely he did. So where did the Beatles shoot their promotional film for Strawberry Fields? Was it in Strawberry Fields? Was it in Nolly Park? Or was it in Hyde Park?
Hyde Park.
Hyde Park.
Knoll Park. Sorry. Say. Which is the only day of the week not mentioned in the Beatles song Lady Madonna? Thursday, Tuesday, or Saturday?
Tuesday.
The only day of the week not mentioned. Lady Madonna.
Saturday.
Saturday is it.
Ugh.
There you go. What was the first single by an ex-Beatle to reach number one? My Sweet Lord by George Harrison, Another Day by Paul McCartney, or Imagine by John Lennon?
I'm going to go with Imagine.
I would say it was George Harrison.
My Sweet Lord by George Harrison is the correct answer.
Oh, I was going to say that too.
Who is the only Beatle? Yeah, right. You were going to say it, but you didn't?
Right.
All right. I bet you got in trouble in school, too. Who is the only Beatle to have published an autobiography? Was it John Lennon, George Harrison, or Ringo Starr?
Ringo
No
Starr?
clue. Yeah, Ringo Starr.
George Harrison.
Okay.
George Harrison.
Can we move on?
Which album is the only Beatles album? Oh, you guys suck hard. I mean, it's bad. Which album is the only Beatles album where all of the songs were written by Lennon and McCartney? Was it A, Hard Night's Day, B, Revolver, or C, Beatles for Sale?
Was the first one.
Hard Night's Day. Hard Day's Night.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
I don't even remember
I never
that
heard
album.
that album. That one got away from me.
It's a freaking cider, guys.
I've gotten one right.
It's a cider. So, which Beatle was the first person to appear on the cover of the first Rolling Stone magazine in '67? John Lennon, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr.
This one I think I know. I think it's John Lennon.
I was thinking Joe Walsh.
Well,
If it's Joe Walsh, I'm walking out of here right now.
John got it because it was John Lennon. Okay. So, what track were the Beatles working on when they were all together for the last time in the studio? Was it Let It Be, I Want You, She's So Heavy, or The End?
I think it was Let It Be.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You're not going to throw Born to Be Wild out there or some shit. Okay, it was I Want You, She's
Well.
So Heavy. And I got one more. When Rolling Stone, which Rolling Stone sang uncredited background vocals on Yellow Submarine? Was it Keith Richards, Mick Jagger, or Brian Jones?
That was Mick Jagger.
No, I'm gonna say Brian Jones.
It was Brian Jones.
Damn.
Yeah, sorry, Bob. We'll get you another cider as a consolation.
I sort of feel bad. I play a couple Beatles songs sometimes in my set
Yeah.
with that poor performance there.
That wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too good.
It was a failing grade overall, but I mean, it wasn't that bad.
3 out of how many were there? 12.
Let's forget all that. I feel bad for you guys. Okay. I mean, it's bad to suck, but it's really bad to suck really bad. Okay. Breaking news. Fresh. This is hot off the press, and I'm going to give it to you. So, former Nazi collaborator arrested after boasting he had threesome with Hitler and Eva Braun. FBI officials have proceeded to the arrest of a former Nazi collaborator this week after he allegedly boasted having intimate relations with both Adolf Hitler and his companion Eva Braun. Gunter von Kraut, 98, a former high-ranking Nazi official who managed a number of forced labor camps during the Second World War, was apprehended by authorities this week in a Boston nursing home.
This week.
Yep. The 98-year-old man who suffers from Alzheimer's disease and diabetes is scheduled to be deported later this month to Germany to face his trial. Bella Vista nursing home employees alerted authorities after finding pictures of himself accompanied by none other than Adolf Hitler and his lover Eva Braun. Quotes, he'd talk about how Hitler couldn't keep an erection or how Eva Braun liked it in the buttocks. At first, we thought he was just rambling, but then we found old pictures, one Bella Vista employee told reporters. Gunter von Kraut, a former high-ranking Nazi official, allegedly told nursing home patients and staff about his sexual encounters with Adolf Hitler and Eva Braun. I love the way Brad Pitt in Inglourious Basterds pronounced, was it Nazis?
Nazis.
Those Nazis. He said that Hitler was always on a number of pills and just couldn't get a hard one and needed assistance, one Bella Vista nursing home patient told reporters. Although Kraut was allegedly permitted to have sexual relationships with Eva Braun in the presence of the Fuhrer, he was not allowed to touch her genitals. Hitler and Eva Braun also allegedly had a fondness for animals and even an inclination for bestiality. Gunter von Kraut lived quietly in the U.S. for years under the guise of Harry Wolfman, working as a bartender and nightclub manager before retiring in 1989, until an official undercover investigation was launched last month and revealed his true identity. Outlaw Cider guys.
That's got to be one
choice
of the
of
most
champions.
disgusting stories you ever told.
I was going to say, I feel a little sick to my stomach right now.
I'm really not done yet.
Oh, God.
Kraut is scheduled to be deported later this month to Germany and to face trial on his presumed wartime activities and human rights abuses. Can it get any better than that? Can it? Can it get any better than that? I don't think so. Guys, we actually have a guest tonight, John McDonough. John is a singer-songwriter from Austin, Texas, whose shows span 5 decades of his combined with unique originals.
5 decades of hits
5
combined
decades.
with
5 decades. Did you memorize that?
Well, knowing I was coming here tonight, I did.
Yeah, you remember just to make sure I got it right. Outlaw cider.
Just to be safe.
Outlaw cider.
He's not even drinking pink tacos yet.
No.
He's still and he's already struggling.
Where is Carrie when you need her? The pink taco queen. So back to John. John's acoustic guitar work, passionate vocals, and personal lyrics resulted in a modern singer-songwriter pop sound rarely heard. John has spent his last 22 years playing in and around Austin, Texas, while co-producing and self-rehearsing 6 CDs of original music. Wow. He has played to the rowdy crowds of 6th Street, which I have been a part of at one point in my life, the dinner crowds of Austin restaurants, and everything in between. 8 years ago, he decided to retire from practicing psychotherapy and focus solely on music. Everybody could use a little psychotherapy, couldn't we, John?
Well, this is true.
Yeah.
This is very true.
That would be scary. In that time, he has written and recorded 3 new CDs, played over 400 gigs, performed in 10 major music festivals as a solo artist, 4 times appeared and performed on local radio, and embarked on successful tours through the Midwest and Southwest. And now that he's been on Barside Jive Live, he has reached the pinnacle of his career.
I was going to say, tomorrow I update my website
tomorrow.
to 5
Tomorrow.
local radio.
Absolutely.
Although this isn't local, so
No, it's worldwide.
so I'm going to have to.
We have listeners in Prague.
I'm going to have to create a whole new
Oh, totally.
division on my bio.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I want to be in charge of that division, too. I just want credit on the album. So his last 2 releases, Dreams and Imagination and Surrounding Colors, both received great reviews and airplay all over Europe, and both releases spent six, mind you, consecutive months on the Americana Music Association record chart in the United States of America. He has drawn comparison to Elton John and Harry Chapin for his vocal style and abilities, while Austin radio host Stephen Rice has compared John's emotional storytelling to the songwriting styles of James Blunt and Damian Rice. 2019 will be an exciting year for John as he will continue to gig all over Texas and beyond, release a new CD of original music, and tour the United States and Ireland. John, it's so great having you here. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here.
Well, we're real proud to have you. Ireland. So you're going to Ireland.
I am. I've been
This
wanting
year.
to go there for a long time, and so my plan is to go in September.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. How long are you going to stay?
Probably 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to play around.
And I have some contacts there, so I want to. It's going to be a combination trip of me getting to experience Ireland and its people, and also playing some gigs. Yes.
Wow, that'll be a blast.
It should be a blast.
You know, before we get too deep into this, let's let them sample a little bit of your work.
Let's do it.
Any particular song you want me to play?
Well, what are you in the mood for? I know the ones you've got lined up there. So we've got one that's sort of a rocker rebel song. We've got one that's sort of a downer, depressor.
Complete opposite. Yeah.
And then we got one that's fairly upbeat as well.
Okay, well, let's just dealer's choice here.
Why don't we start with the upbeat song, and then we'll play, the middle song will be depressing, and then we'll bring them back up with something happy. So start with Tonight's the Night, or start with...
How did you guess? How did you guess I was playing?
Tonight's the night, everything changes. We're born at midnight, dressed in black. Open up those double doors. Make me a drink, now it's time to dance. She looked out into the night and said, she looked right into the eyes and said, come on. Out of nowhere the music stops. The lights come on, I'm slammed against the door. I hear him yell, let's slice it up. We'll bust some heads and we'll be home by 4. And she looked out into the night and said, she looked right into the eyes and said, come on. Tonight's the night we won't disappear. Red sparks are flying in this hot summer air. We're never going back, we're taking our streets. Call everyone you know, tonight's the night to be free. Light it up, bottles are flying. Use the alley if they won't let us pass. We're not wounded little kids anymore. Time stands still, there's beauty in this shattered glass. And she looked out into the night and said, she looked right into their eyes and said, come on. Tonight's the night we won't disappear. Red sparks are flying in this hot summer air. We're never going back, we're taking our streets. Call everyone you know, tonight's the night to be free. Tonight's the night we won't disappear. Red sparks are flying in this hot summer air. We're never going back, we're taking our streets. Call everyone you know, tonight's the night to be free.
Done a lot of drugs. Hey guys, we are back. Thank you for all that. Oh my!
Oh my is right. I
love this show because you just never know what's going to happen or what's going to be said,
and you don't know even if you're on or not. So it's really like rolling the dice, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes you're on and you're really on. So tell us, John, how did this interest in music get started for you?
Okay, I just had to say it. So during the song, we're talking about the Hitler story again. Literally up to the second, and now I'm supposed to immediately careen into my story.
Totally. Do you want to tell them about the peanut butter?
No. So I'm having trouble realigning myself to my story now, but I'm going to do my best. Well, it started with my obsession with Hitler when I was a kid. No, okay.
You read a lot of Adolf books.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. Let me get. Let me
refocus.
Yes, get myself grounded here for a second. So, I just always loved music. I don't know. I started taking guitar lessons when I was a kid. I remember last time I was with you, I told you I think I was in 5th grade, and the first CD I bought was Harry Chapin, Taxi. which isn't that, most fifth graders, that's their first purchase, right?
Yeah, right. Sure. Yeah, right. Yeah.
And
I think I was buying Steppenwolf.
well,
Hey, Lottie Mama.
So that's how it started. And we were living in Colorado at the time, and John Denver was huge, and we played him all the time, and I was into that. And so those two influences sort of made me go. I remember I used to play the crank my stereo in my bedroom and sing along, and pretending it was me on stage. And then at some point, in my imaginary crowd, 1,000,
Right.
And so finally, I was like, I sort of let me learn the guitar so I can try to do this for real.
Right.
So that's how it all got started.
Right. So did your parents buy you your first guitar?
They did. Actually, I think the very first guitar that I started playing on, my older sister used to play guitar, so she had one, and I think I started on that, but it wasn't too long till I got a pretty cool guitar, I remember, that I was pretty excited about. Yeah.
Do you still have your first guitar?
I do not. I wish I did, and I have no idea even what happened to it at this point. We moved around a lot, and so I'm wondering if at some point it never
made the move.
Yeah.
I got rid of a piano that way one time. I just told him it came with the house because I was tired of freaking moving. Oh, God, the sucker was heavy.
Oh, pianos are brutal.
I don't know how many injuries I sustained because of that stupid piano.
Pianos are brutal.
Oh.
Yes. And there's a few guitars, actually, that you bring that up that, I've always enjoyed getting new guitars. And after a while, you see a new one and you trade in the old one for the new one. And
right.
Yeah, and there's a couple, though, that I'm like, oh, I sort of wish I still had that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So you don't collect them?
For a while I was, but then it was just taking up too much room and too much money, and they really weren't getting played, and I decided there probably was a better use of my money.
Right.
I don't understand because, you don't play a guitar, the strings can go sort of bad and stuff. It's the people that do that, I don't know how they keep them up all the time, because it's not like you just walk into a room and grab one that you haven't played in 3 years and play it. It needs to be, looked after and tuned up, cleaned up, new strings,
Right.
So it's a lot of effort.
Right.
But maybe the people that are big and they ex-stars or it's current stars, maybe they have people that do that for them.
Right. I just want to remind everyone that, John, you currently live in Austin. You've been in Austin how long? How many years?
23 years.
Yeah, quite a while.
Long time.
Now, is your family in Austin as well?
They are not. My whole family's in the Chicago area, except for one brother who's in Wisconsin. But the rest of them are all in the Chicago area.
Wow.
Enjoying the polar vortex
of
a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We've talked about it, but it's crazy here. The other day it was, in the 20s, and then today it was, 70?
70-something.
Yeah. It's just, night and day. They say if you don't like the weather here, just wait a few seconds because it'll change. Hey, let's let them hear another song. What do you say?
All right, let's do it.
Nowhere else to run?
Nowhere else to run. You want me to tell them what the song's about?
No,
too late.
After it's over.
Okay.
So cold in here, and no one ever speaks. All I hear is the traffic through the door. Some days I get lucky, a little sun shines through and warms up my bones for an hour or two. Can I lay my head on your chest? I don't care what you've done. We're gonna live here forever. There's nowhere else to run. It's just the two of us now, under this cold, dark star. We're gonna live here forever. There's nowhere else to run. We got nowhere else to run. I know you don't want to talk. I'm gonna tell you anyway. I had everything I ever dreamed of before I got on that train. My baby sitting on my lap, my wife by my side. Those nights were all we ever needed, making love by the ride. Can I lay my head on your chest? I don't care what you've done. We're gonna live here forever. There's nowhere else to run. It's just the two of us now, under this cold dark stone. We're gonna live here forever. There's nowhere else to run. We got nowhere else to run. I don't care what you've done. We're gonna live here forever. There's nowhere else to run. It's just the two of us now, under this cold dark stone. We're gonna live here forever. There's nowhere else to run. We got nowhere else to run.
Exactly.
Another great song by John McDonough.
Well, thank you, DC.
You're welcome, man. So tell me, what do you do when you're not doing music?
I'm taking care of my niece.
Really?
No, I'm not, no, that's an exaggeration. My sister takes full-time care of my niece, but I love spending time with them. So every so often I need to take a break from music, and I go up there and I spend time with them, and I purposely don't take a guitar so I can get away from it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And she's 8 now, and so
wow.
spend time with her and my sister and other family members, and and that's been pretty much my life the last 8 years is music and going up there. My parents are getting older, so seeing them. And helping out and spending time with my niece especially.
Right.
Yeah, so it's been great.
Right. You going to have more?
No.
That's
no,
it?
That's it. Well, now and I'm really going to age myself, but now I have an older brother who has 5 kids, and
wow.
And they're having kids. So we have 2 new babies in the family, which I guess those are great. A great nephew and a great niece. If it's by a nephew already, is that the right way to say it?
Yeah,
right?
it's called something else. I don't remember.
Oh, is it?
Oh, is it?
Because I'm
Okay.
one of those.
You are okay. So these are my nephews, who I still think of as little kids that are now obviously grown in their mid and late 20s, who are now having kids.
Wow.
So isn't that bizarre?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm having a hard time as thinking my brother is a grandfather. I cannot wrap my head around that. That's just so weird to me.
Yeah, that is. So
especially because I don't have kids. Yeah, I'm not married, so I'm just in a perpetual state of adolescence.
Right.
So,
Right.
Which is
Me
great.
too.
I mean,
So did you give up psychotherapy because you were making so much money in music?
well, it was it was hard to
Yeah.
it was hard to keep going with the psychotherapy when I'm bringing in
all that
the
cash.
big bucks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I know that's right.
no, I love psychotherapy. I did it for about 15 years, and then I just hit a point where I was like, I decided to take 6 months off, and I thought I'll take 6 months off, and I'll go back to it. And 6 months came, and I was like, maybe I'll take a year off.
Wow.
And then a year came, and I was like, I still don't really feel like going back to it. So that's when I decided I started really focusing on music because that was sort of the only thing I wanted to do at that point. So.
Wow.
And I still love like talking about therapy. I love talking with my other therapist friends about their clients. And
Right.
I just don't really want to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I don't think I'd want to hang out with a bunch of psychotherapists either, man. Of course, I don't know if I'd want to hang out with a bunch of people like me
That needed psychotherapy.
that needed psychotherapy.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Shoot, man. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, when you first told me you were a psychotherapist, I was like, wow, man. I wonder what he charges.
What's
For
go-
you, I would give you, double the rate. Because
Because, it'd be an intensive,
I was gonna
intensive
say,
session.
I know you would require a lot of my effort and energy, and I think, the full amount plus some would be fair.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I ought to get some from that because I've done a lot of psychotherapy with you.
Yeah, you have.
DC.
Absolutely, you have.
Motorcycle psychotherapy.
Oh, at least some of that. Yeah, not more.
Wait, do you have a bike too?
I do.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So y'all ride together?
Not yet.
Oh.
I just got the
We
thing
got plans.
running.
We just got plans, though. We're going to ride together soon.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
Go come follow me on tour when I'm out west in June.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cold out there, man. That's why I'm
Not
moved
in
down here.
June.
Yeah. It could be. I've seen snow on 4th of July in Breckenridge, man. 4 inches of snow.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah.
Because I'm going out in my RV,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
Might be a little.
That's a pretty cool ride you got
Might
there.
be a little uncomfortable though if it's that cold. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the other thing you said. What do I do besides? Now I travel in my RV.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool rig you got.
Thanks. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's sharp
Yeah,
looking.
Thanks.
So, how's that Austin music scene treating you?
It's tough. Austin is a tough place to play music, I'll be honest. And Austin's changing so much, as I'm sure y'all know.
Right.
It's not what it was 15, 20 years ago. Austin is now a big city with big city issues and big city problems and big, some good stuff that comes with a big city, but not favorable for the most part to musicians. So,
Right.
But it's going good. I'm playing actually a lot of gigs just outside of Austin in towns like Round Rock and Georgetown.
Oh, yeah.
where the
Great
crowd,
towns.
the crowds are a little bit older, and I'm a little bit older, so it's a good fit.
Mm-hmm.
And so actually, I'm having more success playing in those areas than in Austin right now.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's amazing what's happening out there. Like close to Round Rock, there's another town called Taylor, Texas, tiny little town,
Mm-hmm.
and but they've sort of caught the wave like Round Rock and Austin. And in this tiny little downtown, there's probably 8 or 10 places that have live music
Yeah.
on a Friday and Saturday night.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
it
it's
really is.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so it's very interesting how it's catching on. The people love it out there.
Mhm.
They love hearing live music without having to go into Austin and deal with Austin.
absolutely. Yeah, all the crap.
Yeah. So and I think the places are realizing, well, we sort of need to do this to compete with the other places that are doing it. So it's fantastic.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, let's let them listen to another song.
All right. Well, before you start it, so this is a song I wrote about John Denver, and we were just talking about me living in Colorado,
Right.
and we were talking about Red Rocks and things
Yep.
like that, and you will hear some references to that in this song.
Cool.
So.
Awesome.
I pat my chest, throw my head back. I see the mountains touching the sky. She looks at me with her golden hair. The voices sing out, take me home, and the red rocks hold us tight. This is the place where I belong. It's a feeling I've never known. The aspens speak to me in the breeze. And one day when I'm gone, my words our brothers shipping off to war. I'll sing for you about the peace I feel when I'm lying with my lady friends all around and we're cheering for the stars. This is the place where I belong. It's a feeling I've never known. The aspens speak to me in the breeze, and one day when I'm gone, my words will be written in stone. Not do anything to fly like the eagle above me. I'd give anything to feel that free. I'd do anything to get a little closer to the sun and be as alive as I can be. I'd do anything to get a little closer to the sun and be as alive as I can be. This is the place where I belong. It's a feeling I've never known. The aspens speak to me in the breeze, and one day when I'm gone, my words will be written in stone.
Awesome. Another song by John McDonough, Austin, Texas. So, John, who's your favorite musician?
Besides me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know why I said that.
Because it's probably you.
No, it is not me. Believe me, I am a humble person. I do not like that. So I don't know why I said that. Just you see, you bring it out of me, DC.
I know.
Something about you.
I start those Hitler stories.
Yeah.
And it just goes downhill from there.
Thank you. Yeah.
Totally changes your personality.
My favorite musician. Let's see. Well, I don't know. Have you heard of a guy named Joshua James? He's a singer-songwriter. He's out of Utah. And he is just fantastic. And he's not like huge. But he's had some real success. But I just cannot get enough of his CDs.
Really?
Every time he puts out a new one, I just think it's fantastic, and all the songs are great. Just everything. His style, his voice. He's one of my top favorites. It just is so consistent. Like James Bay. Do you know who that is?
Mm-hmm.
He his first CD, I thought he was so great, and I mean I still do. But then his second CD, I wasn't that into him.
Right.
So that's. I have lots of artists like that where they can sort of come and go.
Right.
Joshua James, I've been listening to him for 10 years, and just every time I'm never disappointed.
Wow.
But then of course you go back and I always the 70s singer-songwriters are always my end-up go-tos. John Denver, Harry Chapin, James Taylor,
Right.
Elton John, Billy Joel. You go to those are always my fallbacks.
Yeah, right. So you want to play a little live for us?
Well, sure. So I have a new CD coming out. We're mixing it right now.
Okay.
I'm very excited about it.
Awesome.
And it's still 6 weeks away, maybe, by the time we get it all mixed and mastered and artwork and all that good stuff. But we're done recording it. So
Right.
so I'm gonna play a song off of that.
Awesome.
There you
What
go.
a treat. Yeah.
Can they hear that guitar okay,
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah.
She never looked at me as she talked about a life. Outside the hills glowed orange another cold December night.
She said I had the answers, I could help her understand. I said, bury me at St. John's Church where the ivory and the wide walls dance. She looked at me and wiped the hair from my eyes. She leaned into me and said, tonight, no one dies. And I learned I wanted to live in the hills of Tennessee. One kiss and I was never alone, but our love could never be. She showed me I could have a life, a good woman to lie with me. And I learned I wanted to live in the hills of Tennessee. And I've been marching for 3 years, covering my eyes from the red clouds of war. I raised the faded flag in vain for the southern shore. I've seen redemption break the backs of men much stronger than I. And I could give you the answers, but they'd all be lies. And I learned I wanted to live in the hills of Tennessee. One kiss and I was never alone, but our love could never be. She showed me I could have a life, a good woman to lie with me. And I learned I wanted to live in the hills of Tennessee. And I heard the whispers blowing the candles out at night. I saw the kisses when she thought she was out of sight. And there's beauty under the pain of a mother's silent fight. And I learned I wanted to live in the hills of Tennessee. One kiss and I was never alone, but our love could never be. She showed me I could have a life, a good woman to lie with me. And I learned I wanted to live in the hills of Tennessee. Well, thank you very much. Thank y'all. I really appreciate that.
Great
Nice.
song.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm going to take a minute and throw out a pro tip here. You know, pro tips are my collection of life hacks, tips that help get you through life, and I want you to always remember to be like a duck, John.
I was gonna say, I can't wait to hear this.
Oh yeah, because what you do is you paddle and work your ass off underwater, but on the top of the water, it's calm and cool, and you're just trolling along doing your thing, but underneath you're really pumping it.
Yes.
So be like a duck, right?
Like a duck.
Yeah. Some final notes I want to throw out there is vocalnow.com is about everything vocal. Download the app or go into your browser, vocalnow.com, to check out any of the Barside Jive shows, the Barside Jive and Barside Jive Live. Also, barsidejive.com is the window to everything Barside Jive. So go there, check it out. Our YouTube channel is Barside Jive Live, surprisingly. So you can go there because everything's archived there. This show today has also been brought to you by Hip and Hippie. Hip and Hippie is a planet-loving company known for its high-quality, earth-friendly, 100% recyclable, organic candle line and natural body care. It's no wonder eco-supporting people love Hip and Hippie, hipandhippie.com. Want to thank Adonis, our show photographer. Adonis can be found at palmbomb.com.
Thank you, Adonis.
Palmbomb.com. Wait till you see the photos.
I know. They're
Freaking
great.
amazing.
Wait, no, I have a question. So this will be on your YouTube channel? This show?
Yeah, it'll be everywhere once we get done.
Okay. So
Yeah.
people can still watch it even
Yeah, they
after
can
the fact.
they can go to vocalnow.com
It'll be
and see
archived
it
there.
Yes.
Okay.
Under Barside Jive Live.
Okay.
They can go to YouTube. They can go to it'll be posted to Facebook. Just be all over the place.
Sweet. Okay.
All over the
perfect.
world. You
Well,
can share the link on your page.
I will.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
will.
I want to thank Jay, being our man behind the curtain back there, making sure everything works properly. And a final thank you to Outlaw Cider Company. in historic downtown Grapevine, Texas, where we will be tomorrow with singer-songwriter Ray Chan. She'll be with me at my live show there at 4:30, and the weather's going to be freaking awesome. So come by and check out the show. Stay around, drink some cider with us on the patio. You want to play one more?
Sure. And I just want to say thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you for the photos. It's honestly
thank everyone. Thank everyone.
Who's the guy behind the curtain?
You're in Dallas, Jay. Yeah. Oh, Billy. Got to thank Billy and everyone in Dallas. Everyone from Dallas to Austin.
No, it's well. Let's throw Houston in there too. I mean, I don't want to leave anyone out.
Let's not throw Houston. Let's not throw Houston.
I don't know.
Let's stop at Austin. Maybe San Antonio, but not Houston. The cider, guys. Outlaw cider. Best for you.
No, but seriously, it's always a blast being here with you, and I really appreciate you having me.
Sure.
And
we're going to be playing John's tunes on our new station that we're going to launch, I believe, in April. Hopefully it'll make it. But we're going to have a 24/7 radio station, and we're going to feature all indie music. And John, so far, has got about 21 tracks that'll be on that station.
And the new CD is coming out in a few weeks.
So. There you go. We'll add that to the mix. So we'll be playing John's stuff a lot all over the world. So you folks in Europe or in Asia can
do you know so I follow my Spotify, and I have one song that's just like went over 5,000 streams. So
awesome.
For me, that's pretty exciting. I mean, I know, I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, of course.
And most of the streams are in the Philippines.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Wow.
Yeah.
So I know, and then the next one is the States, and then it's Europe and things. But I was like,
yeah,
what's going? I mean, hey, I love the Philippines. Don't get me wrong.
I know.
It just did not. That
You just don't expect it.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I know. I think it's crazy, but I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go, John.
They took my piano yesterday. I never could play it how I wanted anyway. The couches were so faded, I just gave them away. Oh, I could use some faith. And I'll miss the green hills and the river out my door. Your laughter in the morning and baby's footsteps in the hall. This might be my last chance to change it all. Oh, I could use some faith. Oh, I could use some faith. I'm trading in my dreams of love. And if I move fast enough, I won't think of all we spoke of. I want to rise high above it, like the white-winged dove. Oh, I could use some faith. And I'll miss the green hills and the river out my door. Your laughter in the morning and baby's footsteps in the hall. This might be my last chance to change it all. Oh, I could use some faith. Oh, I could use some faith. Oh, I could use some faith. Oh, I could use some faith.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank y'all.
Man, some great stuff there, John.
Thanks.
Can't wait to hear the new CD. What's the title?
Can You See Me Now?
Oh, okay, cool. Very cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, anything else?
No, but follow me on my websites. Can I do that?
Absolutely.
Can I do that? Oh, okay.
Give us all your stuff.
JohnMcDonoughLive.com. go there. Everything is from there. That's the
Yeah.
easiest. Just go there. My YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. So it's johnmcdonoughlive.com.
Right.
McDonough.
Right.
Everyone got that? It's
It's a cool website too.
Thank you.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really nice. Well, we appreciate you driving all the way up.
I've been
from
looking
Austin.
forward to this for months. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I'd love to come back.
Yeah, we
When
absolutely.
the new CD's
Well,
out, maybe I can come back.
Well, absolutely. When you get the new CD out, come by and we'll share some of that with the folks and
Fantastic.
get you back on here. 'Cause,
I'd love it.
Yeah, you're one of our favorites.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I first met, I guess, Bob. We first met John up at Six Springs Tavern.
Yep, I remember that.
Richardson. Yeah, yeah.
Which is already like, what, 6 months ago or 5 months ago? I mean, time is going so
I
fast.
know. Has it been that long?
Because it feels like it was just like a month ago, but I think it was actually like 5 months ago or so.
Has it really? Well, wow. Yeah, it really does fly. Before you know it, it'll be Christmas.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
I know, but it
that's
will.
right.
Seriously, it will.
You're right.
I mean, we're already into March.
We're already in the
What happened to January and February?
It was cold, and I'm glad they're gone.
Yeah, still cold. It ain't. No, it ain't. It's just the other day. It was 20s. It ain't gone. I've seen ice here in April.
Hey, well,
Don't
wish
say
me luck
that.
in June, and apparently I'm going to be dealing with ice and snow in my RV in June in Colorado.
Yeah,
so
you can.
Oh, yeah,
Let me
Colorado,
tell you
man.
something. It can happen.
that's-
Arapahoe Basin skis. Their goal is to ski on July the 4th.
oh my God.
Yeah, be open July.
And
the
actually,
4th.
I just heard there was some. Are we out of time? I just saw. I think it was Mammoth Mountain in California. They've gotten so much snow recently that they said we'll be open at least through July 4th,
Mhm.
Yeah. Wow.
which is crazy to me. I mean, July 4th, that's summer. That's not ski time,
Yeah, most people won't do that. Locals do that.
Yeah.
That's a local ski time.
But they said they've got so much snow that they will definitely, the mountain will be open July 4th.
The only problem with that is they can't get people to work.
Oh.
That's the problem with it.
Okay, guys, so stay right here because after our show, you've got Why Wouldn't We Radio with Jeremy, Ike, and Ashley. They're all cool people. It's a fun show, so hang around. My parting thought is things work out best for those who make the best out of how things work out. Now we're leaving. There you go. We're out of here. Thanks again so much for being here. Be kind to one another. Keep it real and keep on rocking next Thursday, 7:30.
Yeah, there was a lot of Harry Chapin in it.
Yeah, thanks.
There is.
Yeah.
We're going to take a picture up here behind